Hi guys, I thought I would do a video just to explain exactly what Gymstick is. It's something that I feel passionate about. When I first did my first Gymstick class, I knew that this was something that I wanted to instruct because it is just simply effective in so many ways. Resistance training as we get older and while we're young is one of the most beneficial ways you can train to build muscle and to keep muscle for your older life is so important. Promotes good bone health, hopefully prevents arthritis, and all those things that so many people have in this lifestyle. So for anyone that's been on my chat and sitting on the fence going, oh, should I come to class or shouldn't I? Look, just do it. Just come and give it a go. It's $5. It's a 45-minute session. I know it's at 6:30 in the morning. Great time to exercise. Get up, have your morning coffee, do whatever it is you need to do and come to class. You will love it. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the gym sticks. I have 3 different style gym sticks, and the only difference between them is the resistance. So a green is from 0 to 10 kilos. It's for someone who is maybe their first time training ever, not really exercise orientated, has injury, coming back from injury, or for the elderly that don't need a great deal of resistance, they just need movement with a slight bit of resistance. So up to 10 kilos. The blue is the major one. Most people use the blue. I use the blue. It's up to 15 kilos. And when I say up to 15 kilos, that's when it's totally at its furthest extension for the resistance. So when you're winding the bands onto the stick, it's at full resistance, 15 kilos. And then we have the black, who I do have one client that comes to class and uses the black. Very proud of him. It's up to 20 kilos. So it's for more people that work out all the time, athletes, really want to challenge themselves. So basically it's a fiberglass stick and it has a resistance band on each end, which this is how we unpack our gym stick. So the bands hang down off there. We then put the bands on our feet, and to do that we place the gym stick in our hip, grab the bands, place one around either foot, and we just make sure that they're in the arch of the foot. They need to be in the arch so that they don't fling off while we're working. The Gymstick class is based on trios. So a trio is 3 exercises that progressively get more challenging or more demanding by the end. The first trio we do in the class is always our warm-up trio. So you'll find that there's probably a squat and some sort of overhead press just to get the blood pumping, get warmed up, get ready for the rest of the exercises. So each exercise in the trio lasts for 30 seconds. We have a 10-second break in between, and in that 10 seconds I explain the next exercise. So while you're having a little breather, you're watching or moving or getting into place to start the next exercise. And we do that twice. So each trio we repeat and then we move on to a new one. And when we do the second round, we might do one side of the body on the first round and then we do this other side of the body on the second round. The aim of Gymstick and the aim of the trio is by the end of the last exercise before we change the trio, we want fatigue in those muscles. So sometimes when you're working, you might think, oh, that's a little bit easy. You need to add tension. So we add tension by winding the bands onto the stick. Very easy. Release the tension if you need to. If the third exercise is too demanding and you just physically can't do it, just drop back to the one before. Any movement is good movement. You don't have to go to the extreme. Just give it your best shot. All right, so what I will do is I'll just show you a couple of trios to give you an idea of how we use the stick. So the first one, I'm just going to add a slight bit of tension. We've got an overhand grip. Our hands are shoulder width apart. We start at the chin, feet are shoulder width apart or a little bit wider, and we're just going to do a squat. So for the first 30 seconds, we would just go down and up, warming the body up, warming the legs up. And then from there, we go into, I'm going to release the tension here, and we go down and into an overhead press. Squat and into an overhead press. Really easy transition. And then the third exercise for this trio, we would then squat to a rotation, squat to a rotation. And we do one side here, so we're just concentrating on rotating to the one side. Then we would do that all again, and the last one we would rotate to the other side. So that's an idea of a warm-up trio. And then we might add some tension and do an underhand grip in a split stance. So anytime that we do a split stance in Gymstick, our back foot, we are always up on our toes. So just to give you an idea, when we're up on our toes, our body is like this. When we're down, we're like this. So we want that weight over our front foot. Plus, we also add the balance component. So from here, we can just do a basic bicep curl. Straight up and down. Now, because there's resistance both ways on the bands, when we're coming down, we don't want it to snap back down. So the pull up is always quite firm, and then we want a slow release so that we can really work those muscles both ways, up and down. All right, so from there, we come up to having our feet together, and as we do the bicep curl, we do a reverse lunge. Now, the good thing about Gymstick is it's your workout. So if you can't do a lunge, you can just step back, tap the foot, come forward. You can go all the way down, or you can just go to where you're comfortable. It's all movement, doesn't matter what sort of movement. So then the last progression for that one is as we come down, we do a rotation with the body. Twist. And so everything with the Gymstick is under resistance. You're fighting the resistance on both sides of the bands. As we come down there, the Gymstick's trying to pull me this way, so I'm holding it like this, and I'm also rotating. So the aim is to try to keep that Gymstick as square as possible without doing this. So everything's under tension, everything's getting a workout. It's an amazing workout. Now we can also go to the floor. We can go down on all fours. It's not a traditional thing where we put the Gymstick right underneath our shoulders. When we're on the floor, we tend to push it forward. We hold it with our palms, wrap our fingers over, and we can do leg extensions, leg curls. We come out and we go down and up, concentrating on that core. And then the second progression, we would go up and out, back in and down. And then the last progression, we would come up, out to the side, tap over and touch the floor, out to the side, tap over and touch the floor, again out to the side, and then we would change to the other leg and we would do it all on the other side. Plus you can add lots of tension here to do sit-ups, well, what you virtually call sit-ups. We do an underhand grip with our elbows, which is what they call the yoga position, with our hands lapped over. And you can recline back, slow, and then back up again. All the way back, all the way up. And from there, then you can raise the legs and you can alternate the legs as you come down. And you don't have to be up there. Modified, stay down here, and as you come down, you extend the leg and we come back up. And then the last one, as we put that foot out, we twist the gym stick. Tap the floor. So now we're working our obliques as well. Our core is getting a full workout. Nice and slow. So I just thought I would do this video to give you guys a bit of an idea on how the gym stick works. It's basically an aerobic workout under resistance the whole time. 45 minutes, 5-minute cool down and stretch, and you're on your way to work. So if you want to give it a go, come see me. Come join me for Gymstick. See you guys.